Okay. So we are starting now. Welcome everybody to our morning session. Hello. Welcome everybody to our morning session. So in this session today, we are going to run. We are going to run like running with our lessons. We're gonna try to move a little bit faster since we didn't cover a lot of things yesterday. So we're gonna do now immune package, and those who are not yet here, they'll come on the so that they'll get us on the way. And we have got another group now from Mozambique. Welcome. we've got another people who are there who are staying very far from the office. So they'll be following us live on YouTube and live on Facebook. But unfortunately, we are not live on YouTube, and then they can go on Facebook and get a link. Remind me today after this, so that I can send all of you a link for the training, right? Okay. Is this projector connected? Connected? Huh? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I don't even know how to. Okay. So now we are going live straight to our presentation. So we're going to start with immune care package. After immune package, we'll go to others. Okay. Please allow me now to give this command. Please, let's check out our phone and do what we always do. Either flight mode or switch off totally. Are we together? You won't die by not taking calls just for 8 hours. For the next 8 hours, you won't die. Mine, I only switched it on today in the morning. Yesterday night, I arrived home, it was not charging, so I had to start charging it. And then Namsan Jackson, that's why I replied to all of the messages. Even those who were saying, say, we are here at the office yesterday, I replied to them, Namsan. Did you get your charger? Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so there we go. We are going to be live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So okay. I was screen sharing. Okay. Okay, guys. Now on the immune package, what do you understand about immune system? What do you understand about immune system? What do you understand about immune system? Yeah.
Defense mechanism.
Defense mechanism. Defense mechanism. Yeah, I might go with the term defense on mechanism. What do you mean?
It's like defense process against diseases.
Okay. So it's your body now, which is now fighting against diseases, is it? Yeah. Okay. What else comes into your mind?
White blood cells.
White blood cells. Okay. Mama. What are these? Deep, white blood cells. Immune system. What is immune system? What is immune system? What is immune system? What do you understand about immune system? What do you understand about immune system? Sorry. What do you understand about immune system?
I understand that the body has got cells which are responsible for fighting The disease is
Okay, so the body have got cells that are responsible not in fighting for diseases, is it? Okay. Yes, anybody? What do you understand about immune system? Okay, and on this lesson, allow me, I'm going to teach you politics today. Understand? I'm going to teach you any politician or anybody who loves politics. He doesn't like politics.
No.
You like politics? Okay. So today I'm going to teach you politics. But for politics, I'm not going to campaign for anybody. I'm not going to campaign for Chamisa. I'm not going to campaign for Uzuma. I will get. But I'm just going to tell you something that you understand. One thing that I have understood, especially in this health side, for us, remember, we are not scientists, right? Remember, we are not at the university, right? So I found it very, very easy for me to teach my students on something that is tangible or on something or on something that we live on every day. So I break down all of these packages. That's why I always give you an example of trees, of what, because that's what we know. Are we together? So if I can tell you this and this and this, I'm not telling you deep science thing or deep biology thing, you never get it. Are we together? So I found now on immune system. Allow me now to just paraphrase it, and then we'll go to the presentation. Okay. We do have got country, right? In the country, we've got security, is it? In the country, right? And the country security, who is on the top of the country security? The president, right? The president. After president, we've got the presidential guides. And that we have got what? The intelligence team. Those people who doesn't carry guns everywhere, but they use what? Their mind in investigating things. They can tell you something that you don't even know, something that you thought is going to be deep. Are we together? So if you, like, for example, I mean, those are types of movies that I love. Investigatory movies, I love them. Why? Because they open my mind. Are we together? You see, oh really? So they just did 1, 2, 3, and now it's like this, and this story has come up. Wow, are we together? So the country has got such systems. In the army, we've got the president, the brigadiers, the army generals, the commanders, the water, and then we have the general army. Are we together? On the ground. After the general army, we go now to the police. We have got the commissioners, the what, and that we have got the general. Are we together? So tell me, allow me now to use the system of Zimbabwe, because that's what I really know. In Zimbabwe, we've got the general army, right? In other ranks, and then we've got the commanders. After that, we've got the one commando. After one commando, we've got the brigadiers. Brigadiers, they're just now the general, the one who do paper, right? And then we've got the one commando. One commando, that's the backbone of Zimbabwe, what? Army. Are we together? In America, we've got what you call the SEAL. The SEAL, they are 1% of the general army of the whole country's security. But their job that they do, they can do 99% of the whole job. Yet they are what? They are all. Yes, all other armies, they can be released, they can go and fight. But when you hear Zimbabwean army is going to release the one commando, you better disappear. Because they don't negotiate, they don't do it. If they choose to bomb this whole country, they can just come here and bomb the whole country. Are we together? That is the backbone of the country. Zimbabwe can lose all of the general army. It can still say, come, are we together? But instead of what? The one commander. Are we together? It can lose all of the commanders, all of the brigadiers. But as long as we still have got what? The one commando, we are still safe. Same as America. All other armies, they can be gone, they can be destroyed. As long as we still have got what? The SEAL, we are still fine. Are we together? Then what am I saying? If now one country can go now to Zimbabwe and destroy one commando, they can, maybe they're at the certain camp and the other bombs, they can just go there and bomb everybody in the one commando. That is the backbone of the country. Are you aware of if even Lesotho can go and fight Zimbabwe and Congo? Are you aware of that? Even it was in these small countries, they can go and conquer. If America, if its one seal is being destroyed totally, completely, even countries like Lesotho can go and fight America and win. Are we together? Why? Because that is the what? The backbone of the what? Of the security of the country. Are we together? So what am I saying now in the immune system? In the immune system, we have got respiratory immune, digestive immune, bone immune, skin immune. Those are just general immune. Are we together? Then we have what we call the CD4. We've got CD9, CD10, CD1, CD2, but we've what we call the CD4. CD4, that's what? That's the one command, that's the seal of the what? Of your immune system. Then if any disease can tamper with ECG4 and conquer ECG4, even when flu comes, even if a fly just comes and pass through here, you can even what? Die. Why? Because you doesn't have any immune. Are we together? Even if TB can come, it can take it. Even if flu can come, it can take it. So why am I saying? For example, we've got HIV and AIDS, right? What type of immune does HIV and AIDS target? CD4, right? So HIV and AIDS, it doesn't care with all other immune. It goes straight to the strongest, to the backbone of the human being, and go and attack it on CD4. When it attacks CD4, can if somebody with HIV and AIDS, if they can eat something which is not good, diarrhea, if something can happen, they will die. If TB comes, it will take them. Flu comes, it will take them. Anything that can come, it will take them. Why? Because there is no backbone. It's gone already. Are you getting it? So that's what you call it immune system. So in summary, that is the whole immune system. Right now, I can go and tell you the parts of immune system. But before you go there, okay. Then now, do we have the president in the country? Do we have the president in the country? Does the president have got presidential guards? Does the president have got wife or wives? Any of the two? Does the president also have got mother? Do they have parents? Do they have relatives? They do have all of them. Are all those people good to the president? They are all good to him, right? Because it's his family. Are we together? Then what happened now if the presidential guards are now saying, President, you need to stay alone. No wife, no children, no parents, no relatives. No, stay alone. Just be you. What can you call to that to that army or type of security? It's now oversensitive altogether. It's now overprotective. It's yes, president must be safe, but not from his wife, not from his children, not from his family. Are we together? Same as our body. Some of the food is very good to our body, right? But there's a certain time where the immune can say, you both have to stay alone. No vegetation, no fish, no nuts for you, no cold water for you, whether you are in summer or what, no this for you. If you just eat it, you're gonna react. If you just expose this, you're gonna react. We call it what? An oversensitive immune. So what do we need? To calm down the immune system, say, no immune, this is not bad, this is good for me. Are we together? And we can call it allergy. So all of those allergies is just a problem of what? Of oversensitivity. In 2010, where South Africa was having a World Cup here, what happened the whole of 2010 from January up to the World Cup? What was happening at the border post, at the airport, seaports? What was happening? High security, right? So the country did what? It deployed soldiers at the airport, soldiers at the tight security at each and every entry point. Are we together? Same as our body. It was about immune system altogether. There is a disease. There is another. It's in already altogether. But there is still war, which is being fought. Okay, when you are getting sick or when you are sick, actually you feel pain. Oh, this thing. Oh, this way. Oh, my legs. Oh, this one. Are we together? You feel pain, right? What's the pain all about? When there is war in the bush, are trees safe?
No.
Is the soil safe?
No.
Because the bombs they can come at any time. Are we together? Same as in your body. There is war which is being fought in your body. So in the war, trees can get bent, trees can be damaged, rocks can be broken, soil can be boomed or whatever. Are we together? So that same thing, it happened as well in your body. Yes, there is an infection here. So that infection is fighting immune system. So there is war. There are grenadillas, there are granites, there are bombs, there are everything which is being shot here. Are we together? So that's why you'll be feeling pain here. It's just because there is war which is happening between the virus, between the disease and your immune system. Are we together? Are we still together or somebody is lost? Are we still together? Ne? Okay. Then these are your immune system. So we've got a lot of immune system, but today I was just focusing on the CD4. Ne? We've got the CD4, we've got the TCR, but we won't understand this because we are not in biology. Are we together? We are not into medicine or what? Are we together? And other people, they take about 7 years of just studying ECD4 only. Yet when now you are getting it in 2 days in a simplified way. Are we together? Okay. How do we protect our immune system? How many of us here love drinking water? You know, I just being reminded of my water that I preserved yesterday. So today it will be like it's water from the fridge. It will be very, very, very cold. How many of us here love water? Drinking it, not just bathing. We have to drink water. How many liters per day? 2 liters. I tend to differ. It depends with your body. All together. Big people, more water. Slim people, more water, up to like 2 liters. Some of them. But if you are big, more water. Why? To help washing out the fat. All together. You need to exercise. How many of us love exercise? How many of us did an exercise today? Did you exercise?
Excuse me, say on regarding drinking of water. I'd like to ask, how does it affect the kidneys and lungs? Because there was time I heard that too much, if you drink too much water, it ends up damaging either your kidneys or lungs. I don't know.
Kidneys, they love water so that we can purify. So that as well, number one, the blood can be thin. Number two, so that it can as well wash away those other dirties that can be in the kidneys. Kidneys love water. Unless otherwise, if your heart or your lungs are having, or if you are having pneumonia, that's why you can say, please slow down the water intake. Why? Because pneumonia, it will be like water that is in your lungs. So if you're adding another water that can go again in your lungs, it might as well affect. But water and kidneys, they're like this. They love each other. Okay. Questions. Allow me to take questions at the end. Please write down all of the questions. Then please note, we need to sleep. Please, when sleeping, don't use hard pillow. Don't use what? Hard pillow. I think you get what I mean. Hard pillow. There's a pillow thing. Are we together? It just like put a lot of things there, and it's not a good pillow. Are we together? So don't use that one. Why? Because it will affect your what? Your neck. So you need to sleep. Yes, I understand. We are all entrepreneurs, and we normally say, entrepreneur doesn't sleep for 8 hours. 8 hours is for less people. But are you aware of which 8 hours is good for your health? At least, if you can't sleep for 8 hours, at least spare 6 hours for sleeping. Are we together? At least spare 6 hours, even 6.5 or 8 hours or 7 hours. Are we together? Please, this is the type of food or how our plates are supposed to look, especially this side. This is how your plates are supposed to look. Remember yesterday I talked of a garden in Emotion, right? Yes, sir. I still preach the same gospel. How about you like that? Please, let not your plate be a mortuary. Let not your refrigerator be a mortuary. Are we together? At least have a garden in your fridge. Are we together? Yes, as Africans, we normally think having a mortuary, that is the good life. No, you're actually killing yourself. Ne? Yes, meat is good for us, ne? And iman, but at least let's mix. Are we together? Amen. Thank you.
I'll never eat pork ever.
Sorry?
I'll never eat pork ever again.
You never eat pork again. Oh, I haven't yet shown you everything. I'm gonna show you again for chicken and beef.
Oh.
I'm still gonna show you more. That would be great. That would be great then. I'm still gonna show you for chicken and beef. Other that, what other meat? I'm still gonna show you how do they make polon and Russian. Yeah, I'm still gonna show you all of those things if you want. And so that you can stay a vegetarian, even vegan, all together. Okay, this is what I was explaining. Your immune is now oversensitive, right? It's now the presidential guides. They're not now allowing any president. They're not allowing anybody to come anywhere closer to what? To the president. Are we together? So this will be a very big problem. Are we together? Listen. So you might be allergic to pollen, dust, mold, animals, medication, nuts and nutshell, bees, and all these things. But all of these things, they are very good for your health. Are you aware of that? They are very good for you. Are we together? But just because your immune system has got a problem with that, we just need now to deal with those things. Are we together? Then we have what to call autoimmune disease. This autoimmune disease, remember yesterday we talked of the genes. We have got genes, and some of these genes and some of these problems they become now hereditary. Why? Because of the food that we are eating as a family. Are together? Same food for the whole family, for the whole lineage, which is lacking in vitamin B, which is lacking in vitamin D. What will happen? The whole family is gonna have rickets. Are together? Those are now what? Autoimmune disease. So they can be changed with what? With the diet. They can be changed again by maintaining all of your genes, by eating a lot of zinc that can maintain your DNA. Are we together? Is it DNA or DNA? Is it right? DAN or DNA?
DNA.
Thank you. It seems like I was saying the same thing, DNA or DAN. I don't know. Okay, let's talk now. I said at the end. Sorry? Two?
Rewind.
You didn't get it? Or you want to write it down?
I didn't get it.
I said, then, we have got autoimmune diseases like diabetic type 1, rheumatoid arthritis. These are diseases that are passed on through genes as well. So you pass them on to your what? To your children and your children's children and your children's children's children altogether. Up to the 4th generation, the 5th generation, 10th generation, up to I don't know. As long as they don't break the cycle, it's still gonna be one and the same. Are we together? Okay. Like in diabetic type 1, if the whole family is suffering with diabetes, it didn't start with diabetic type 1, it started with diabetic type 2, then it was passed on to a child and now become what? Diabetic type 1 altogether. When it's now being passed through genes, it's now type 1. But when it is still you acquire, you apply for it on your own is type 2. Are we together? Okay. Please note, HIV and AIDS does not spread through shaking hands. I've got HIV and AIDS. Are you aware of that? My hands are very cold, and I wanted to keep on holding on you because yours are very hot. They are very warm. Are we together?
Yes.
AIDS does not be transported or be transmitted through eating in the same plate with somebody who is affected. Are we together? Does not transmitted again through playing together. Remember, yesterday we talked of mosquito, right? Mosquito cannot transmit HIV and AIDS. Are we together? And are you aware of that? Everybody have got HIV and AIDS virus. Are you aware of that? You have HIV and AIDS. You have got HIV and AIDS. HIV and AIDS. HIV and AIDS. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
So what causing it not to, why are we not on ARVs? Yeah?
Because we are HIV negative.
You are still negative side, right? That's why they don't say, Uguti, there's no HIV. They say, I know it's still on negative side. But when it goes also to the positive side, that would be what? A problem altogether.
Yeah.
Everybody have got HIV virus. Yes, Baba. We now HIV.
The same mosquito doesn't
It pass HIV, yes. Though it sucks blood, it sucks my blood, it sucks everybody's blood, but it doesn't pass the HIV. It doesn't pass. Okay. Why? So why aren't you diagnosed for HIV and AIDS, right? Remember, you have got the virus, right? Your viral load is very low. Your immune load is still fine. Altogether, when the viral load is now increasing and increasing, which means your immune is now being what? Being conquered. And so it's now decreasing and decreasing, or it's still maintained there, but the viral load is going up and up. That's why we can diagnose you for what? For being positive. It's now coming from -10 to -8. So it's coming to -4 to 0 to 1 to 2. There's now a problem altogether. Okay, I'm gonna explain more of HIV and AIDS on the A power altogether. So we need to regulate our immune system by taking these things, foods altogether. Please note we have got food and food colors altogether. We have got food and food colors that are very good for our body. You can as well, I think you remind me on the WhatsApp group, I can send this diagram about another graph that explain each color on what does this color do to your body. Are you together? Yeah. These are the immune products.
20,000.
So what am I saying? Please don't write all. So what does this mean? All of our greenwood products, they are all immune boosters. Are we aware of that? Except pudding tea, which is just a strong detox. But it is as well an immune booster. Together. Now, come out of there. Just come down here and focus on the last 4. Last 4, which is A-powered cannabinoid ginseng, cordyceps, and as well as propolis, royal jelly, and garlic oil. Okay, propolis, royal jelly, garlic oil, these are antibiotics. Are we together? These are what? Antibiotics. Propolis, aloe vera, and royal jelly, and garlic oil. Those are antibiotics. Ne? Yes, aloe vera, garlic oil, propolis, and royal jelly. Those are what? Antibiotics. Any infection, take those products. Ne? Okay. Then cordyceps is very good for our bones and our lungs. Why bones are important on the immune system? In the bones, that's where the blood cells and the immune system stay and being made. Are we together? So we need to protect our immune system at the harbor. Are we together? if we can go to the production center or to the training center of the army and destroy the training center, are we still going to have army being produced every time? We weren't gonna be are we together. Why? Because their training center is what? Is destroyed. Are we together? Then we have got Ganoderma. Ganoderma, what it do, I think you're gonna understand more of Ganoderma and ginseng on the cancer care package. Are we together? So I'm just gonna explain with Ganoderma. It goes in your body and search for anything that is not part of your body and shrink it. That and there. Are we together? It will go and freeze it there. Are we together? Then, ginseng goes in your body with one thought in mind of going and attack and eat, destroy every enemy that it sees. So if ginseng, if you take Ganoderma and ginseng together, Ganoderma will go now and identify and freeze them wherever they are. Ginseng will come right and wipe them out. Are we together? How many of us once take Ganoderma and got sick? How many of us took Ganoderma and they got sick? Huh? You take Ganoderma capsules and you get sick. How many of us did that? Or how many of us once consumed Ganoderma? You consumed Ganoderma. You didn't feel nothing. Your lungs, ne? And after that, what did you do? Okay. Okay. After that, did you take anything for your lungs?
I took
Clear tea. Okay. Ganoderma have got a searching element. So remember, you had lung problem, right? It gets into your body and tell you, hey, when you think you are healthy, but your lungs are not healthy. So deal with your respiratory system. If you don't, I'll keep on causing this. Because it's telling you what is there, what is there. So you just go and it freezes the problem wherever it is. Then taking out the problem is now your own job, either by taking ginseng or another product. But you're not going to do it. It goes and cuts everything. It just leave it there. It doesn't take it out together. Okay. So, but if you constantly keeping on taking it will take it out, but on a slower rate altogether. But its main rate is to go and identify wherever this goes. If they pain, abanye lungs, abanye womb, they can go to period. Are we together? By taking Ganoderma. As ever, another lady there in Cape Town took his safe power, another brother, that didn't work for her. Then one day, she just came to Cape Town there. We gave her Ganoderma coffee just for her to test as a way of marketing Ganoderma coffee. And guess what? She went back home. She called, say, hey guys, what did you give me? And now I am menstruating heavily just by taking Ganoderma coffee. Are we together? Okay. Then A power. I love A power shape because A power, it looks like it works as other Zimbabweans do when they come to South Africa. What do they do? Other Zimbabweans, they come to South Africa, they become who? South Africans. They know how to speak all 9 languages of South Africa together. Especially those who are coming from Pretoria. They'll be thinking like they'll be acting like if they come this side or Ngamatswana. Are we together? And then after they stay here for quite a long, they are not able to speak Xhosa, and they can even speak Afrikaans, and their dress code is South African dress code. Are we together? You can't even mention Uguti there is a Zimbabwe. Are we together? Are we together? Another day, by the time I was staying there in Pretoria, so I was going to Johannesburg for my attachment or my practical. By the time I was studying, Then, I don't travel with my documents. That one is just me. I don't travel with my passport and my what for? I don't do that. Then we just drop in a taxi. I just saw police there, and I changed my step. Ne? I picked up another step. Ne? I started to go, and the police called somebody who was here and here on me. And guess what? Those people, they are all South Africans. I together. They were all South African, and they left me here and going. Another day in the train from Pretoria to Johannesburg, the police, they were moving in the train, searching for drugs, searching the bags, and searching the ID document. When I saw that, then I just sit like I'm a school child, and then they said, and then they said, we are going to get case Colin. Said, okay, child. Kindly, I'm going for my attachment. They just checked in because you see laptop and other books. That's me. I always travel. When that to where, and I said, oh, so every time I'm going to Joburg, I must carry my laptop and my books or even papers. When they ask me, we are going, guess Colin, are we together? Yeah.
So shiny.
Huh?
They're so shiny.
Are we together? So A power do the same thing as I just said. Are we together? How does A power do? A power gets in your body, it camouflages itself and it becomes like CD4, and another part it becomes like what? Like a virus, the HIV virus. So it will be now HIV virus fighting with another HIV virus. But this other HIV virus, it cannot identify what this is not HIV virus. It only see like, I know, this is my friend. But by the time it needs to go to another HIV virus, it will be attacked there. Because it's what? It's A power. Are we together? And how difficult or how dangerous it is for or how risk is the country that have got terrorists in the officials of in the governmental officials. That whole country it will be what? On high risk. Are we together? Same as HIV and AIDS. A power it gets into your body. I don't know how does it tell it as a good or how they then good when it enters another, it will take the form of the disease which is on top of that time. It just change itself and become such disease, such virus, and start fighting it from inside, Are we together? So what A power do? Or HIV and AIDS, A power, HIV and AIDS, ECD4, HIV and AIDS. When HIV and AIDS is destroyed, some people they will go for a test. It's like 3 months or 4 months of taking A power. People they'll go for what? For a test. When they go for a test, they will be told good, it's a virus undetected. They can't detect any virus. They cannot say you are HIV negative. No, you can sue them because they wrongly diagnosed you. It can be that way. So just say no, it's viral and undetected. Then they'll write that viral undetected. Similarly, we are free from what? From HIV. So do we have anything that can heal HIV completely? Yes, we do. Which is A power. But you don't just take A power alone. We start by taking A power with other nutritional A power compound, marrow, deep sea fish oil, so that it can help on the body. Don't give cordyceps for the first time somebody with HIV and AIDS. Anybody who wants to cordyceps here? Anybody who consumes cordyceps? What happened for the first time?
I just took just 2 capsules.
Oh, just to get, I went for the whole period. What happened for by the time you take cordyceps? Oh, okay. Okay. Did you take cordyceps alone? What happened?
I was having pain. I was having problem with my kidneys. So I took the kidney transplant and the cordyceps. I couldn't feel any more pain. The pain disappeared.
It just appeared. Good for you. Cordyceps, what it do? It also works as a ganoderma sometimes. If you take cordyceps cordyceps is very painful. For the first time in my life, when I took cordyceps, that was in 2016, I didn't go to church for the first time. Are we together? I slept at home, having back pain, stomach problem, lung problem, and I called my elder. And he said, "Hey, Mr. Greenwood, what happened?" I said, "Yo, I'm sick." He said, "Hey, Uzloil." So he said, you have bewitched yourself. Are we together? And I said, and from that day, I said, God said, I respect you so much, but I'm not gonna come to you. Concept. So don't give it to somebody who have got a very weak immune, especially somebody with HIV and AIDS for the first time. Start by giving them other products, then give them concepts on the along the way. Altogether, because they might be they might be admitted to hospital, but they are not gonna die, but they can just be admitted. If they constantly taking concepts, they'll be fine. Altogether. So it can just give you a problem for only first 2 to 3 days. Remember, when pastors are taking out a demon, what happened? Sometimes the demon, they are better. Sometimes they fight, they do what, but when the demon is gone, it's what? It's fine. Are we together? Same as the problem. Remember, we are dealing with the root cause. Are we together? So the medication will fight with the demon. Are we together? When the demon is gone, everything's what? It's sorted. Are we together? Okay. I don't think I'm going to take any question because we already exhausted 30 minutes for that. Okay, let's go now on the next one, which is respiratory. But I would love us to start with cancer, since we just come from immune system. So please go and take cancer. Ne? But as well, on cancer, allow me to play you this video on cancer. Please note, you can find all of these videos on my social media page or on my YouTube page called Greenwood Somerset. So you can get everything there. Ne? Okay. Please note, we're going to be quiet again as our volume is going to be a little bit.
A normal cell to a cancer cell takes 5 minutes to get the picture. More than 60,000 billion cells make up the human body. They are the units that form the tissues which make up our organs, like the liver, heart, and lungs. When the body needs it, our cells split into 2 and replace those cells that are defective or have come to the end of their lifespan. This makes it possible for our tissues to preserve their shape and their respective functions with the passage of time. Every cell is therefore programmed to multiply and die. This ordered but complex program is controlled by the center of the cell, the nucleus, which containing many genes made up of DNA. Sometimes some of these genes undergo a change. The nucleus then sends out abnormal orders and the cell goes wrong. It multiplies uncontrollably and takes on a life of its own. Each new cell produced in defect. The cells proliferate chaotically and form a tumor. This process may be short, but is often long. 10 to 30 years may separate the birth of a first abnormal cell from the appearance of a tumor of about 1 cubic centimeter. The tumor forms many blood vessels in order to survive. These will supply the tumor with oxygen and nutriments, allowing it to live and grow. This is what we call the phenomenon of angiogenesis. The tumor, however, only really becomes dangerous when the cancerous cells begin to invade through the vessels into the adjacent areas and spread to the surrounding organs. These cells can then invade other parts of the body, multiply and produce new tumors. Metastasis is the term used for this spreading process. But why does a cell become cancerous? There are many factors, and they can exist to different degrees. Factors have been identified, such as hereditary genetic anomalies, exposure to some viruses, HIV, hepatitis B, C, and D, papillomavirus, Epstein-Barr virus. Exposure to toxic agents, chemical products, radiation, sun. Unhealthy behaviors, such as the consumption of alcohol and tobacco. Or a diet too rich in fat and low in fruit and vegetables. Today, over 25 million people in the world live with cancer. 7 million die from it each year. The disease represents the leading cause of mortality for those under 65. Lung cancer is the most widespread, followed by breast cancer, colorectal, stomach, and prostate cancer. The means to combat cancer do, however, exist. These often complementary treatments are used alone or in combination according to the type of cancer and its status. The goal of the treatments is to make it possible to eliminate the tumor and cure the patient in early stage cancer, or like a chronic disease, to control its development. There are mainly 3 kinds of treatment. Surgery consists of removing the tumor in part or in its entirety. Radiotherapy exposes the tumor to radioactive rays, which prevent the diseased cells from multiplying and destroys them. Chemotherapy consists of administering systemic medicinal substances to destroy the cancerous cells or prevent them from spreading. Chemotherapy and radiotherapy act on cancerous cells, but also on healthy cells, which explains their side effects. But today, better knowledge of the characteristics of cancerous cells makes it possible to develop therapies that target the cancer development mechanisms more specifically. R&D is already present in all these areas to fight against cancer on all fronts.
Okay, did you get it? Okay. Did you get what is cancer? Did you?
Yes.
Or you didn't get it? Huh? You did get it?
Yeah, bro.
Hello?
We did.
You did. Okay. Okay. So that is cancer. We are done, eh? So now we can go straight to the medication. Or you want the further explanation? But the video have explained everything.
It did explain everything.
Huh?
It did explain everything.
What are we going to do?
It was there on the can, so I can just go straight to the last slide of the product.
But you just did.
No, more information. First, just go to the package. I want more information.
I
I want to understand. I can just what I understand.
What I know is what I've read before. Because from your presentation now, just a little bit.
Just a little
So I understand if she wants more, and she says it's okay. Maybe she's also facing a background.
Okay, yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Okay. Cancer. Have you ever read of Boko Haram, or have you ever heard of Boko Haram? Ne? What do you understand about Boko Haram?
Terrorist and organized
Terrorist attacks, ne? To the nation, right? did we ever had a terrorist a problem here in South Africa? Not with the Guptas. We didn't, eh? So
They were called terrorists
sorry,
during apartheid.
during apartheid.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the ANC and PAC and
Yes, yeah.
who were against oppression,
Yeah.
which were regarded as terrorists.
As terrorism.
Terrorists.
Okay. Okay. So what is terrorist? Or what is terrorism? Then it's like a country. Again, we know we've got the government officials, we've got the securities, we've got the what. So USA may be the one to attack South Africa or something, right? So what they do, they hire their agents to work for what? For South African Intelligence Council. So if there is an intelligent group or an intelligent agent who is working in South Africa, not as a farmer, but as an intelligent officer again of what? Of South Africa. So it's a double agent. Eh? So it's like I am here in Greenwood to recruit Longreach people. Are we together? Are you getting it? I am here in Greenwood, but I'm a Longreach. But I just come here dressed of what? Of Greenwood. Then I recruit. For Greenwood. I say, Munya is doing, Munya is doing. Then I'll go to inbox. Hey, you know what? There's something more outside there that we don't know. But just keep it to ourselves. Ne? Are you getting it then? So it happens that way. Ne? And where we are tired of people coming to our inbox, Bitcoin, but they are doing Greenwood as well. And they will tell you with sweet tongue, you know what? Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. When that basket falls down, it breaks all of the eggs. I said, wow, this is good. So what can I do? Which other basket did you put your eggs? No, in Longreach. No, in Forever. So yeah, I'm getting money there and there, and I'm investing it here in Greenwood. Oh, really? Yes, because in Longreach or in Bitcoin, money comes quick. So if I get it quick, I bring it in and get it as well. Okay. So why aren't you putting all the effort here in Greenwood? I know Greenwood they've got a strong stem. So I'm telling you, this is one of the conversations that I had with somebody who wanted to recruit me somewhere. Are we together? So you understand we have got double agents people, right? And those people, how many of us have ever watched the series called Homeland Security? Homeland. A series called Homeland. That series it also opens the mind. It's another guy who was recruited by the Muslims to spy in America and bomb the president. Those people who are very close to the senator, those people who are very close to the president, that's one of the people who was feeding information there. So why am I sharing you this? Is it we now need to go the movie? No, it's about cancer. That's where we are. How is it related to our cancer? We have got cells in our body. Some of them, they now start to become terrorists. Not because of the one, but because you are forcing them. You are using laptops, electrons, eating junk food. And guess what? The DNA, it will change. And they start to say, we also want to start our own nation. Remember, Lesotho. Where is Lesotho? In South Africa, right? Lesotho didn't they fight for that land and say, we want to be independent? They did, right? If we can read the history we're going back, are we together? They did fight and say we want to be independent on our own. We don't want to be part of South Africa. But where is the Lesotho? In South Africa. Are we together? We have got Swaziland. Where is Swaziland? In South Africa. Are we together? The name actually goes and then it will do this and leave it there and then it will go that way. Are we together? It's part of South Africa. Are you getting it then? But are they being ruled by Ramaphosa? No, are we together? They've got their own president. Are we together? The same thing tried to happen there in Zim. We have got the independent people who wanted to rule themselves, and we've got the Shona who wanted to rule themselves, and then they signed those agreements Unkomo, Nomgab, and other people. Are we together? Something like, and Gukra came again. Are we together? Try to wipe out all of the what? All of the developers, because they were something else. Are you getting it? So they were now working as terrorism. Are we together? So that same thing, it happened in our body. How? Well, for cells that will become cancerous cells. And when they become cancerous cells, they'll say to your body, hey, when a body, I also want to rule here. I'm also part of this body. So I also want to feed and also want to give birth to our own cancerous cells. And the immune will say no, they will say yes. They'll say no, they'll say, and they will fight. And after fighting, as the video was saying, remember, cancer is it's cells, right? Since they are cells, so they also want to feed. So what they would do, they would develop into blood streams that will go away in the blood. And when it goes in the blood, it's now feeding from the blood. And that becomes now more dangerous. Why? Because remember, the blood is there to transport minerals and to transport other things. So it means cancer cells, they'll get in the blood streams and start being transported again the whole part of the body. Are you getting it? And when that thing happened, guess what happened? The cancer started what? Spreading with the whole part of the body. And when now you be diagnosed of cancer, which is on the hip. When they go to the hospital, they'll do like the cancer on the hip. No, which cancer is also in the brain, cancer is also at the other leg, cancer is also in the legs, in your hands, in the stomach. Are we together? Due to the blood. Are you getting it? Okay. What causes cancer? Well, for the cause of cancer, look which one is the highest percent. What is it? Diet. Are we together? Diet is the one of the highest cancer-causing thing. Are we together? That is the most dangerous agent of cancer. Diet. Are you getting it? Are you getting the sense now? So we've got tobacco, radiation. Okay, radiation is 1%. Occupation and other figures, viruses, but mostly is these two. 30% is what? Windows 10. I hate Windows 10. We've got diet at 35% and tobacco at 30%, and sunlight there is 10%. Are we together? And I was so shocked today in the morning when I was watching news. Only to Johannesburg today, they are sitting at 35 degrees Celsius. Yet here we are even crying for that sun to come this side. I said, oh shame. Then these are signs of cancer. When you say now your skin is now starting now to change some colors, you're having pain or wound like on your breast, or a lot of things start to happen. You are now passing through that have got blood and other things. Go and check for what? For cancer. Are we together? So cause of cancer again, we're going to go free radicals. Free radicals, these are what? These are robbers without what? Energy. So they don't have energy. So they will rob you and use your energy to attack you. Are we together? Remember, so people see people who rob you without knife and they'll be using your knife to kill you. Are we together? That's whatever happened with the free radicals. And how do we get free radicals? Everywhere. Agree, we just got this thing here. A projector is blowing into radiation. Are we together? And this radiation is just going all over. So we'll be having free radicals, whether they like it or not. We have got these electricity cables. They just pass everywhere. And you'll be having what? You'll be having free radicals as well. We'll be having in the sun. We've got the sun, right? The sun is giving us again free radicals. All together. We've got food. You wonder, is it Vienna which is eating a human being or it's human being which is eating Vienna? You wonder. People they eat. And look there. Yes, it looks lekker, but is it lekker really in your body? Look there. Right. Shisanyam. Arigata. Milk. 2 days. That chicken. And it's now being eaten. Are we together? We need to regulate our lifestyle by eating more of vegetables, fruits, grains, bread, water, and less of this, and very, very less of this, of cheese, fat, and other things. Are we together? Okay. Then include as well, eat ginseng in your meals, ginger, garlic, nuts, vegetables, and those are, and please not anything pepper. It's very good for cancers. Are we together? Anything pepper. Pepper. Ne? We've got green pepper, yellow pepper, right? Yeah. Yeah. Even pepper, cabbage, yes, pepper, onion is very good for your body, for your cancer. Are we together? And we've got the blueberries. We've got the ganoderma as well. Ne? Okay. Then, please note, these are the medication for cancer. These are just immune boosters. Again, these are for prevention and to be what? Read with me. Is it written to be used in the absence of cancer treatment or in conjunction? So what does it mean? When you are on your chemo or on your radio, or when you are taking the cancer medication, take together what? With our products. Together. You present, as I said, with our products, they don't deal with the symptom, but they deal with what? With the root cause. All together. A power, as I explained, it will go and change and become what? Cancer in the body. All together. Then the ganoderma, it will go and do what? And freeze the cancer. What do you have got radio and chemo, right? Radiotherapy, is it the one that goes and freeze it? Or is it chemo? It's radio, right? Ganoderma works is radio. But did you see on the video that radiotherapy is not good as well? Why? Because instead of targeting only cancerous cells, it's also target what? On the normal cells altogether. So now that's the side effect. But ganoderma, it doesn't have any side effect because it only targets the cancerous cells. Altogether. Ginseng, it goes and eat cancer, all of it, and take it out. That tumor altogether. Then spirulina is also very good in eating out cancer altogether. Spirulina and blueberry super nutrition is now protecting you. Yes, you do have good cancer, right? But you are still using your cell phone, you still watch TV, you are still exposed to sun. So we need something that can go and what? And protect and other cancer cells to come in. So blueberry super nutrition, blueberry juice, all those are an enzyme. And eye care, they'll be now go and what? And protect you from cancers again. All together. Any question? Sorry?
Signs of cancer.
Signs of cancer. I showed you. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Yes.
It's like the grapeseed.
Grapeseed, I didn't explain it because we don't have it anymore. So it's pointless to explain it. Okay. Yeah, you can check them. Color, the diameter, border irregulator, and other. But mostly it shows on your skin if it is outside cancer. If it is colon cancer, you can feel pain in your colon and you go and check and it will be diagnosed. Altogether. Don't diagnose people. Let the people go and be what? And be diagnosed there. Are we together? Okay. Any question? One last question.
I just want to ask you my sister right now.
She was admitted yesterday and they are suspecting cancer. But they are saying, they say the scan result shows that the bile, the tubes which provide the bile to the body, it seems there's got a blockage. So they wanted to operate. So this morning they are telling us that it seems they are suspecting cancer. So on our care package, what can I give them for the now so they can give the prevention around the treatment? What can I give them?
Just run straight to the treatment.
Treatment.
Is it bio
Yes,
and add aloe vera?
she's got yellow now in the eyes.
So it's related to liver, right? It's related to liver. Bio is on the liver, right?
Yes.
Yes. Give again liver package like hepatic spirulina. Cheetos and don't give if she's not strong. Ne? And lipidity. But it can be jaundice as well. Yeah. I once suffered with jaundice, but I wasn't admitted. Somebody, I was just feeling that there's a lot of things which is happening in my body. I was like, I don't eat, I vomit, I don't sleep, I do what, and then somebody at church just said, Munya, are you aware that you might be starting to have jaundice? And I said, what do you mean? Like, are you sleeping? I said, no. Are you eating? I said, no. What is happening? I explained to her. She said, you seem like you are going to have jaundice. She checked my hands. My hands were yellow and my eyes were yellow. And then I went to scan myself. My liver was red. Everything. Then I just took lipid tea, spirulina, and hepatic. Done. So include those three things. Okay, done. Eh? Okay, thank you so much. I think we just gonna go for a 3 minutes break, ne? A 3 minutes break, and then we come back at 6 past. Ne? Okay. So those who still want to order the books and the things, ne, please see me now. Ne? Do you have GoPro, ma'am? Do you have GoPro? You don't have GoPro. You don't have the book GoPro.
No, I do not. There's a book I bought yesterday.
No, that's not GoPro. GoPro, you can only buy it from me.
Okay, no.
Yeah. You don't have GoPro.
How much?
It's only 100 rand. It's audio book. It's only 100 rand.
It's audio.
Yes, yeah. Audio book.
If I want,
If, sorry.
if I want to buy online, maybe.
Online to be in person and
You don't have it.
no, I don't. No, you can speak with me on the phone. You can speak with me.
And the reason why is I never could really get my brain
I don't
around
know.
offering the information that I knew, my experience. I couldn't grasp that. It was so challenging. GoPro, 7 steps to becoming a network marketing professional. We talk about the skills that you need to develop and a roadmap to start developing those skills. A lot of people are surprised to learn that there's only 7 skills that you need to develop in order to be a network marketing professional. 7 skills, not 700. These are all learnable. They're all doable. And they're all repeatable to others. You need to know what they are, how to develop them, and how to practice to get better. I want to help people involved in the network marketing profession. I love people
network marketing profession more than any other group in the world because they're courageous, they're entrepreneurial to their core, they go against the grain. This book can help you to really kind of formalize the skill sets that you need to develop, number one, that you need to teach, number two, and you need to replicate, number three. You may have heard some of these concepts here and there, but I haven't seen anywhere in network marketing where we put it all in one place. The thing about this book is it's an easy read. It's 160 pages, pretty logically laid out. We're going to be talking about the principles of network marketing and also the skill sets involved in network marketing. But when people pick this book up, what I want them to do is not just read it, because you can read it and logically kind of understand it in one read, but I want them to underline it. I want them to highlight it. I want them to go back with a fresh mind on a regular basis and say, okay, let me take a look at how to find people to talk to about network marketing. Let me take a look at how I'm going to present, how I'm going to promote for events, how I'm going to get started, different skill sets, right? I want you to learn it so well that you can teach it. Okay, because when you can do that, then your organization is going to really take off. It's logically put together, it's simple to read, but it's going to take some time to master. I really want people to master the concept, because when that happens, the network marketing profession changes forever. I want to help the entire network marketing profession because it's filled with the greatest people in the world. And I'm more in a legacy stage of my career. So I want to take this information and see it translated into every language around the world and see people using this as a staple in their library for learning. And even at $12, normally this kind of information would be hundreds if not thousands of dollars in some other type of an information product or something like that. But $12, just know this, the people who get this book, they're getting the best value of any $12 they will ever spend in their lifetime if they have any interest in the network marketing profession.
But I don't remember or empty. I'm not sure. You put it on, but you know.
I've been involved in the network marketing profession for 25 years, and I've never written a book. Okay? I've earned over $1 million in commissions. I've been in organizations around the world. I've spoken all over the world and done a lot of different things. And the reason why is I never could really get my brain around offering the information that I knew, my experience, for $12. I just couldn't grasp that. It was so challenging. Go pro, 7 steps to becoming a network marketing professional. We talk about the skills that you need to develop and a roadmap to start developing those skills. A lot of people are surprised to learn that there's only 7 skills that you need to develop in order to be a network marketing professional. 7 skills, not 700. Those are all learnable. They're all doable, and they're all repeatable. You need to know what they are, how to develop them, how to practice. I want to help the people involved in network marketing profession. I love the network marketing profession more than any other group in the world. They're courageous.
When the fellow is
entrepreneurial to their core. They go against the grain. This book can help you to really kind of formalize the skills that you need to develop, number one. You need to teach.
cancer.
Number 2.
This is
You may
cancer
have
now.
heard some of these concepts here and there, but I haven't seen anywhere in network marketing where we put it all in one place. The thing about this book is it's easy read. It's 160 pages, pretty logically laid out. We're going to be talking about the principles of network marketing and also the skill sets involved in network marketing. But when people pick this book up, what I want them to do is not just read it, because you can read it logically, kind of understand it in one read, but I want them to underline. I want them to highlight. I want them to go back with a fresh mind on a regular basis and say, okay, let me take a look at how to find people to talk to about the network marketing. Let me take a look at how I'm going to present it, or how I'm going to promote events, or how I'm going to get started. These different skill sets, right? I want you to learn it so well that you can teach it. Okay, because when you can do that, then your organization can really take off. It's logically put together, it's simple to read, but it's going to take some time to master. I really want to master the concept. When that happens, the network marketing profession changes forever. I want to help the entire network marketing profession because it's filled with the greatest people in the world. And I'm more in a legacy stage of my career. So I want to take this information and see it translated into every language around the world, and see people using this as a staple in their library learning. And even at $12, normally this kind of information would be hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in some other type of information product or something like that. $12, just know this. People who get this are getting the best value of any $12 they'll ever spend in their lifetime. If they have any interest in the network marketing profession.
Again.
I've been involved in the network marketing profession for over 25 years, and I've never written a book. Okay, I've earned over $50 million in commissions. I've built huge organizations around the world. 60
Can't see funny mono, I don't think it's a man.
I've done a lot of different things. And the reason why is I never could really get my brain around offering the information that I knew, my experience, for $12. I just
Oh, Mama Vigilwa. You don't think it's a man.
Go from 7 steps to becoming a network marketing professional. We talk about the skills that you need to develop and a roadmap to start developing those skills. A lot of people are surprised to learn that there's only 7 skills in order to be a network marketing professional. 7 skills, not 700. Those are all learnable. They're all doable. And they're all repeatable. Teach them to others, but you need to know what they are, how to develop them, and how to practice.
We have done cancer, and now we're not going to the spiritual
involved in the network marketing profession. I love the people in the network marketing profession more than any other group in the world because they're courageous, they're entrepreneurial to their core. They go against the grain. This book to really kind of formalize the skill sets that you need to develop. Number 1, number 2,
okay, I said
number 3. They have heard some of these concepts here, but I haven't seen anywhere where we put it all in one place. The thing about this book is you can read. 170 pages, pretty logically laid out. We talk about the principles of network marketing, also the skill sets. But when you pick this book up, what I want them to do is not just read it, because you can read it and logically kind of understand it in one read, but I want them to underline, I want them to highlight it. I want them to go back with a fresh mind on a regular basis and say, okay, take a look at how to find people to talk to about the network marketing. Let me take a look at how I'm going to present or how I'm going to present for events.
Let's run. So we are left with
different skill sets.
With right? 2 hours of covering all adults. Not the one that are left. Okay.
Okay, because when you can do that.
Okay, bye, Erico. We'll see you on the way. Now let's go and do in respiratory. Respiratory, please. We're only gonna have less than 10 minutes on this one. So I'm not gonna take more questions. Ne? Okay, and on that one, again, I'm gonna play you another video. Okay. Okay.
Asthma is a lung disease that inflames and narrows your airways.
So if the volume
Normally,
is
as
low,
you
please
inhale,
raise your
air
hand.
moves freely through your trachea or windpipe, then through large tubes called bronchi, smaller tubes called bronchioles, and finally into tiny sacs called alveoli. Small blood vessels called capillaries surround your alveoli. Oxygen from the air you breathe passes into your capillaries. Then carbon dioxide from your body passes out of your capillaries into your alveoli so that your lungs can get rid of it when you exhale. Your bronchioles expand when the air is warm, moist, and free of irritants and allergy-causing substances called allergens. When air is cold or dry or contains irritants or allergens, your bronchioles contract. If you have asthma, your airways are frequently inflamed and swollen. Certain substances can cause your inflamed airways to overreact even more, resulting in an asthma attack. Triggers of asthma attacks are slightly different for everyone, but usually include outdoor irritants and allergens, such as pollen, smoke, pollution, and cold weather. Indoor irritants and allergens, such as mold, pet dander, dust mites, and cockroach droppings. Food allergens, such as fish, shellfish, eggs, peanuts, and soy. And conditions, such as respiratory infections, stress, strong emotions, and exercise. The symptoms of an asthma attack include coughing, wheezing, shortness of breath, and tightness in your chest. During an asthma attack, also known as a bronchospasm, the muscles around your airways tighten, and the airway wall becomes more swollen. Your airways also produce thick mucus that narrows them even more, making it hard for you to breathe. If you have asthma, your doctor may prescribe medications to reduce inflammation in your airways, constriction of the muscles surrounding your airways, or mucus secretion in your airways. During an asthma attack, you may need to use a short-acting rescue medication called a bronchodilator. This medication causes your airway muscles to relax quickly and provides symptom relief within minutes. Since there is no cure for asthma, the goal is to prevent you from having asthma attacks by using long-acting anti-inflammatory control medications. If you take them every day, they will reduce the inflammation of your airways, making them less sensitive to triggers of asthma attacks.
Okay. Did you hear the last part? Asthma attack, since it doesn't have what? Cure. Is that so? And why do they even say that? You can tell yourself about asthma, I know cure. Are we together?
7 minutes to avoid. If you have asthma, you can't magic of your asthma symptom.
Are we together? Okay. Question. Where does the respiratory system start and end? Where does the respiratory system start and end? Hello? Where does the respiratory system start and end? Okay.
Not up to the system where we pass out our
Up to the anus. Respiratory system. Okay. Is that what you wanted to say?
Nose to the lungs.
From the nose to the lungs, and it's complete. Okay.
From the nose to the diaphragm.
From the nose to the diaphragm. Okay.
From the nose as we inhale up to the alveoli.
Okay. Okay. Where does
From the nose and back to the nose.
from the nose and back to the nose? Okay. Where does respiration start and end?
From
Yes.
from the mouth to the rectum.
The mouth. I was looking for those answers. Come, mama, but it start here and end here. Please, what we do here is not part of respiratory. It's part of digestion. Are we together? Respiratory start here and it end here. The process, actually, you inhale. That's that's where the process starts. And when you exhale, that's where the process ends. Now you are now inhaling new one and exhale. Agree, you eat, ne? After eating, you go and pass it in the stool. What if you just eat and you don't go to the toilet? What will happen? Do you even think, oh, but I'm almost like 3 days, I didn't go to number 1, I didn't go to number 2, so where's the food you are eating? Are together? It means the digestive is not what? Is not complete. Are together? So digestive starts here and end there. Respiratory starts here and end here. Are we together? Are you getting it? Are you getting it?
Yes. Please explain.
Respiratory starts here. It goes, it works. Then when I say I breathe it out, so I've completed the second. When I'm now taking another, I'm starting another process again. It goes again. It's coming out again. When I'm eating, I eat food, right? I'm starting the digestive system. Start in my mouth and end at my anus. All together. That is digestive system. Then respiratory. Start in my nose and end in my nose. That's respiratory. Through
the mouth.
Yes, it's true. One is I know we exhale, but we inhale both by mouth and nose. Because we deal with the nostril. So when you inhale with your mouth like, it goes straight away to the nostril, and then it will go here. You see here what's happening. When you inhale through here or here, it will all go and meet here in the what? In the nostril, and then it will go down here. Are you getting it? But exhaling, it can be both here and here again. Inhaling is both here and here again. But it comes here, it goes through here, and it goes here. That's the beginning and the end of the process.
I was thinking that the mouth is more common.
No.
Through exhaling through the mouth.
Exhaling is through the mouth.
In, out. Even you sitting at the doctor's house saying breathe in, breathe out, it's they do.
You can use both mouth and nose. But please, what we do there is not respiratory. All together. That's digestive. All together.
Yes.
That's digestive. If you are bloating too much, we even give you intestine. We don't give you a clear line. Have you ever asked yourself why? Because it's not part of respiratory altogether. We don't give you ganoderma if you are poofing. But what do we give you? Aloe vera altogether. Are you getting it? Okay. Our air is being polluted altogether. And do you agree that our air that we are breathing right now is being polluted? Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Number one, you are breathing, as you just said, you are polluting the air again. Number two, we've got cars, we've got industries, we've got fires, we've got everything. Are we together? A lot of things is happening, and we don't even see that. Are we together? And you think, I mean, I'm so healthy. No, you are not healthy at all. Not at all. Are you getting it? Then we have got TB. TB. What's there with the TB? What is TB? Not TB, Joshua. What is TB? Tuberculosis. What is TB? It's just a viral infection. Are we together? That goes where into our lungs. Please, not everybody has got TB, have got HIV and AIDS. Are we together? You only have got TB just because your immune system is what? Is weakened. Please, let's write on our details there on the register, and then we can pass them on. Are we together? Okay. Are you getting it?
TB virus.
TB is just the virus. It's not HIV and AIDS. HIV and AIDS is another disease. But when you're having HIV and AIDS, automatically you will have what? ETB. Why? Because as I explained on the immune good, your backbone is what? Is damaged already. Are we together? Okay. Then asthma, I just explained. We just saw in the video. So your respiratory immune is oversensitive, as I was explaining in the immune system. Are we together? Since it's oversensitive to pollen, cigarettes, dust, whatever, then all of your bronchioles right now, they will form a defense here. And this defense, part of the defense is mucus. So it will shrink here to minimize the air coming because the air is dirty. Again, then when you do that, it is well going to produce in mucus that will further tighten the bronchial. And when you are now breathing, the air is now. Why? Because it's getting in with the pressure and coming out with the pressure again. Why? Because its space has been reduced altogether. Are you getting it? Okay. I'd like to spend over 8 years studying this, and when I are getting it in 15 minutes. Good for you. Then chronic cough. Chronic cough. Either there is an infection that will be causing inflammation in your body. That will go in the bronchioles, and it will cause the problem. Cause what? Bronchitis. Are we together? Then it will form as well. You might feel like there's a certain coldness in your what? In your lungs. That will keep on saying. You're keeping on coughing and coughing and coughing, and it happens for the rest of your life. Again, it will be an infection. If that infection is not dealt with, you shall have it and have it forever. Are we getting it? Okay. What causes these? These they cause, especially asthma. Asthma is also what? Hereditary. Are we together? And as well, environment that we are having. Are we together? You have cough, it will go now and circulate way in the airway for what we call airborne diseases and waterborne diseases. Are we together? So we'll be having all of those things that like asthma. Asthma is a what? It's an airborne disease. So your environment and your lungs is mostly affected by what? By airborne diseases. Are we together? Okay. Where is the register so far? Okay. Did you write, ma'am, on the register? Yes. Okay, so it's coming this way. Okay. We need to protect our lungs by not taking even a cigarette. If you are not good in pollens, please stay away from flowers. Sleeping nicely, are together, having good diet and exercise. Those things they'll keep you on coming up until it's done. These two things, these three things, they'll keep you on coming up until everything is done. Are we together? Okay, please note I'm gonna be changing gears. I'm gonna be changing gears. Now I'm now in gear number 3. Are together? Okay. Then the medication that you need the clear lung, as the name clear lung. So it goes and what? And clear the lungs. Are we together? Then the second thing, cordyceps. Cordyceps is an immune booster, as I said. It will go and clean and boost your respiratory immune as well. And it will go again and supplement the oxygen if your lungs are working properly. Ganoderma, it will go and look for any infection in your lungs altogether and take it out. Then I've got vitamin, good for what? For vitamins. Then I've got garlic. Our garlic oil is very good because it will go number one to lubricate all of your lungs. If you are struggling with cold breath, you know that we always breathe dry air, always breathe dry. Take it on a garlic oil, it will go and moisturize and lubricate the air, and you won't have wheezing, and your bronchioles, they won't crack. Why? Because they'll be soft. Are we together? Okay. Thank you. Coding is here. Yay! Sorry. Is there anyone besides trainers? Is there anyone who was supposed to be here who is not yet here? Anyone who attended yesterday? 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 7, okay, so we are all of the students are here. Yeah, as I just checked, all of the students are here. Okay, all of the students are here. All of the students are here. We just we've got 16 students to learn as well. So it's 17 students in our okay. So science respirator, ne?
Excuse me, sir.
Okay.
I'd like to ask on TB.
Okay.
Once I was in a training in Zimbabwe, the trainer said that one can be a carrier of tuberculosis without knowing
Yes.
spreading out to others.
Yes.
How can you?
Remember, as you said yesterday on the lung, on the worms, you can have parasites for years without them causing any problem yet. Without, though, because the problem never on that. Are you aware? Are you getting it? You be it causing pain yet on you, but it's feeding on you every time. It's affecting you a lot, and you can actually spread it to others. So remember, we spread TB it's an airborne disease, right? So it can spread without you notice that way. Now personally, you are TB positive. That's how it can happen. But by the time you will feel pain and being diagnosed, to be too late. Okay, last one.
Yeah, I don't want to ask about TB, but I just want to ask about chronic cough. Like, I just want to know the reason why it is not cured.
It's cured.
But I've just said, like you said, it will be for life.
Yes, it will affect you for life before we come to green world. Yeah, before if you are outside of the world, call the green. Yeah, it's for life. Same as asthma. Yeah, same as asthma. They are all called chronic diseases. High blood pressure, diabetes, all of these diseases, they are called chronic disease, and it's not cured outside there. You stay with it for the rest of your life. But that only happened in a world called Earth. But in a world called green, no. We are very different. If we can even heal HIV and AIDS, it's similar to what we are very different. Yeah. You know, a sinus. Yes. Sinus and flus. Then sinus is just an infection that will be there. That is caused by influenza. That that influenza, the one that causes flus. That's the one that as well causes in sinus, but it will be now strong on the sinus. So how can you bring it back? Take Ganoderma, clear lung, propolis, aloe vera, those antibiotics. Remember, it's a what? It's an infection, right? So take all of those antibiotics as well. It can be gone. Asthma. I did explain on the asthma. The whole of respiratory package is very good for asthma, especially if you take a garlic oil, Ganoderma, cordyceps, clear lung. It's very strong on asthma. Sorry. Yes, yeah. Okay, now let's talk now of digestive. Let's talk now of digestiveness. Okay, what comes into your mind about digestive? Lunch. What comes into your mind by digestive?
Breaking down of food into smaller pieces.
Into smaller pieces. Smaller pieces. Particles or molecules. Yes. Okay, hello. Yeah, let's have one meeting then. Yes. So it's the breaking down of food from big particles into smaller molecules or smaller particles. Where does digestive system start and end? Start in the mouth and end where?
At the anus.
At the anus, right? Yes. The moment you start putting your food in your mouth, it starts by saliva. Saliva, you start to digest the food. Actually, you're gonna chew the can you just throw the meat and swallow it that way? You can, right? Yes. So what will happen? You throw the food, just break it down that it can be swallowed. After it's being swallowed, it will gonna be further digested again and further until it's clean. Are we together? Until it's now able. So the digestive system starts here and it ends where? Here. So if you're just eating and you're not going to the toilet, there is a very big problem. Are we together? Okay, let's run. There's this what you call gas. What's the? Can somebody reach for me there? What's the? That way. Okay, we are in a class. Can somebody reach for me then? Please, we are in the class. We speak by raising hands, and you only speak if I point you. Okay. 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 Another. Okay. There. I want you to read. What's this? Do you know why I'm causing you to read this word and say it badly, whatever, so that it can sink in you? Like for example, Mina on astro atherosclerosis. At first, yo, I said it very badly. Then I said, atherosclerosis. What is it really? Now it's sank in me. Now I now know it. Oh, we've got to. And when I'm scanning somebody, if I'm telling you, you know what, man? Your high blood pressure is happening only because of this thing. So this thing, it causes atherosclerosis. Wow. Well, this is a doctor, right? Yeah, man. So tell me, when you're explaining about these things, and you just tell them, no, this problem that you're having is called what? Gastroesophageal. Said, okay, really? It's called what? Gastroesophageal reflux disease altogether. So what is happening? Don't worry. There's nothing more there. The only problem is that when the acids that are in your body are now coming back here. So they just change, epistasis is going down and it's now coming up. That's the only thing. And when it's now coming up, it's now burning your what? Your esophagus. Because it's only two words. We've got the gas and esophagus. So it's a gas problem in an esophagus. Are you getting it? No questions now. Are you getting it? This is your esophagus, right? Yeah. And this is your stomach, where acids are. And if these acids are now angry, then what? They'll cause the problem, they'll cause the pressure. This pressure is gonna cause the diaphragm to open. And when it opens, it will now start to come back here. Together. Like after you just eat yourself together. And if you feel it's hot here. Together. It's what is the acid which comes here and starts burning you here. Together. And imagine we have got stomach acid, and when I are taking Coca-Cola acid and mix them together, what's going to happen? They'll fight. So they will react. After they react, they'll cause in more of the gases, and they'll come in and open this diagram, the diagram, and gases they'll come out and just you are just bringing up what gases like it. And when you're still bringing up, it's still good, but it might even stay here in your esophagus, and it will cause you hernia. And the only way that they can treat hernia is by cutting you, by operating you, and they can just for them to take out this air which is here. They have to cut you. Then they'll restore you again. Are we together? That's what we call hernia. It's very easy, but when you're out there, it seems like it's another disease that is so big. No, it's only because of these gases that have opened here and it all comes and accumulated here. When I have it normal, it all happened here. This is happening, this is normal. What is happening here? The acids they just come and start burning you in the esophagus. So it's just gases that are in the esophagus that are doing a reflux and they'll cause a disease. Are we together? Simple. Yes. Simple as that. Otherwise, they took how many years? 7 to 9 years studying such simple things. Are we together? Thank God for Greenwood. Can you write down your question and then you can ask it after that? Then I've got this other disease which is very serious called ulcers. You have got ulcers. I don't eat this. You have got ulcers. What is ulcers? Remember, you have got acids are and relax in your ear. What happens with the acids? Wherever there's acid, it's always looking for something to break down. Altogether, if you put acid on your suit or on your clothes, what happens? You start to break down that suit altogether. You start eating it altogether. And when you are not eating, so it means your stomach is empty and you've got acid there. So what else can they eat? The only thing that you are eating is chappies. And when you are eating chappies, you are only swallowing saliva. Saliva that has got nothing altogether. So the acid, they will leave saliva and start digesting your stomach. So they start eating your stomach and it will cause wounds in your stomach. Altogether. After it causes wounds in your stomach, what will happen? When you eat any other thing that you're going to eat, is going to go and rub the wound. And when you rub the wound, what happens? It's painful altogether. Oh, number one. Number two, the one is for the acid. Number two, medication that are taking some of these medications, they have got drugs that are not good for us, and they will fight with the acid and with the digestion. And guess what? They'll cause some reaction. Those reactions, they'll cause what? Wounds again in the stomach. Or eating food that is very raw, that is very dry, and on the digestion, they'll cause wounds in your tummy, and you're having problem again. Is it understood?
Yes.
Are you getting it? Yes. As simple as that. That is what you call ulcer. So how can you deal with the ulcer? You just need to heal the wounds that are in your tummy. First of all. Are we together?
Yes.
Then we've got this thing called constipation. Constipation, yes, that first it looks good when you are there. Are we together? Constipation. So what happens? You are eating food without drinking water. Are we together? You are eating food which is raw without drinking water, number one. Number two, you are eating food that is non-nutritious food. I always laugh when I'm reading the energy drink. When they're explaining the content, they said what? There's non-nutritious sugar. And I said, so why do you even put it there? Are we together? You just take it in jail, but it's non-nutritious what? Sweetness. Are we together? So here you are eating your white food, you are eating your white rice, your white bread. What happened when you take white bread and you just do this? What happened? It's thick, right? What about white rice? If you do like this, what happened? It sticks again. Are we together? So you just eat rice and it's now being digested in your body. By being digested in your body, it's sticking somewhere in your body. And when it is sticking in your body, you don't have anything to go and pass in the toilet. Are we together? But you feel like I am full, yet I am hungry. But the way I am full is just fullness without any nutrients. So I am hungry. Are we together? I want to eat more. But what I'm eating more, there's nowhere to go because the food is just stuck there. And if the toilet, it doesn't come out. Working somewhere. Are we together? So what do you need to prevent constipation? Eat food which is not in fruits, vegetables, brown foods. They are very good in what? They are very high in fiber, number one. Number two, drink more water. And please note, there is no any substitute of what? Of water. Even flavored water is not water. Flavored water is drink. Are you together? It's fish drink. Are you getting it? So there's no substitute for water. Please drink warm water mostly. Are you getting it? Okay.
Instead of the water, 2 liters.
It's still not water, but it's still not water. Pudding tea is not water. Water altogether. Water is defective. That we say the pudding tea. Different. Then you can now minimize water intake by taking more of what? Of those teas, because they're also gonna help you somehow. Supplementing more water. But with the when tea and the throat, right? Well, what does it mean? But when you drink water, does it matter? You become dry. So what does that mean? Pudding tea is water. Okay. To protect your liver. I just keep the diagram for liver because it was explained to all the justification. But liver is part of the digestive, and you need to make your digestive very, very healthy. Are we together? Make your digestive to what? To be healthy. Every time. Why? Of the body, as we said yesterday. Are we together? More of this in this. By the way, this your liver side is top, but if I say run and choose food, which side? For side graph, we said altogether. We not so altogether. It looks amazing, but amazing here and here, but here from altogether. Okay. Then diabetes. Diabetes. Diabetes is mostly linked with the pancreas. That is diabetes type 1. When your pancreas is oh, scan training. Oh, okay. Okay, so that was on Sunday. So other people, it's just a revision on medical. It's a revision altogether. So pancreas is a small organ in your body that produces what? Insulin. Insulin is something that will be taken, or I can say insulin is the catalyst of no, a catalyst, it would be a wrong word. It would be a wrong word. Insulin is a transport of food from the blood cells to the from the bloodstream to the body cells. Altogether, your body cells want to eat, but they cannot eat on themselves. They are bosses, so they need insulin to go and take food for them and put it in them. Altogether, so that insulin, when it is not being produced, simply means what the hotel is shorting of what? Of room service. So we need to employ more insulin people that they can come and save us altogether. So that's what happened on the what? On the diabetes type 1. On diabetes type 2, you have been taking those foods that are not good, those fake sugars, and your body is tired of fake. Your body is not tired. Fake nutrients. Guess what's happened? A blockage. The cells will form close their mouth. Insulin will get the food, and it will can't see anything. Yet they are, and the house is that, and you won't even feel any. So what happens is this: when you go now to the hospital, they'll give you the pills. Those pills, what will happen? They'll go and increase more insulin and take more sugar and hold it to themselves. So sugar now in the bloodstream is now what? Is now less altogether. But when the process keeping on happening and happening and happening, the insulin will also become what? Few and few and few. And the sugar will keep on becoming more and more and more since you are eating, and you'll be having diabetes type 2 that will be serious, and you can die altogether. Symptoms of diabetes. Number 1, always feeling tired altogether. Please note, after here, I don't want to see any other person who is in this room posting a picture of somebody who have got an unhealed wound in the group. Say, what can I give to this person who have got a wound that's already 5 months back? Check sugar. Are we together? Check the sugar and see what is in there. Are we together? So, unhealed wounds, losing weight, quite a rapid weight loss. It can be what? Sugar, diabetes again. Are we together? Always urinating. You urinate every time. Urinate alcohol. Are we together? Always hungry and crave you of sweet things. Are we together? You check what? The diabetes. Sexual problems. Blurry vision. I think yesterday you on the eye package. Are we together? We are going to put out as it. And as well, vaginal infection as a what? As a lady. And also numbness of the feet. It's not only on high blood pressure, but it's also not on diabetes. Numbness of the feet and always thirsty. Are we together? Always thirsty. You need to regulate your lifestyle by doing more of exercises, eating more of greens, more of fruits, and always have a sugar test and always test yourself. Are we together? Yes. Then there are 3 things there on top. Now, this one is for diabetes. Balsam tea is us with insulin. Chitin is white, excessive sugar. Glucose. Number 2, this is good for the liver together. Liver and rebuild the liver cells. After it rebuilds the liver cells, your cells go and wipe away what can be on the liver. Deep sea fish oil go and supplement our liver with a good fat. Soybean lecithin go and deals with the nerves and the liver cells. Multivitamin supplements with that with vitamin. Digestion tablets, it deals with the what? With the acid reflux in your body. Spirulina, if you are having poor digestive intake, take what? So if you have got ulcers, take what? Spirulina, it have cells that wounds in your body. We might have bacteria in our digestive system that can cause ulcers. Pepper is caused by bacteria. So take what? Aloe vera and propolis. Chitosan, it helps us to wipe out excessive fat in our digestive system, excessive acid in our digestive system, and parasites in our digestive system. Are we together? Then I've got intestine tea. Intestine cleansing tea, it helps in elevating and lubricating the intestine so that the food can pass without struggle. Are we together? Okay, I'm going to take one question. I saw a hand here. Okay. Yes, it's so hard. Even pressing it like this, it's very hard. You just feel like in Shona we said no one's out for you. It can be hernia. So take intestine tea, gastric health. Yeah, they are very good for that. Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, I want to ask something. So if you feel like you don't want to eat, but you feel
Anger. It's part of the liver problem. Yes. So deal with the liver to come back to normal.
Yet you
are taking intestine. It's not liver is the one that liver is very good in appetizing or in appetite controlling. Liver, not your digestive system. You might feel like I am full, but I still want to eat more. Liver, that would be triggering those things. Okay, like for example, I remember by the time I always explain the time that I had liver problem. I couldn't eat. I could feel hungry. Then when I see the food, I become very full. I don't even eat. And if I eat, I was vomiting. It was part of the liver. Hallelujah. The hands are becoming. We are out of time. It's for the digestive, just the digestive itself. First one is digestive, second one is liver, the third one is diabetes. Okay, I'm gonna come to it. Yeah.
I'd like to know the problem of dry mouth, absence of saliva in the mouth, but without feeling like thirsty. What could it be about?
It can be sugar levels in your body that are either low, especially very, very low. Sugar levels. But saliva is there saliva, it gives us an enzyme called, I'm forgetting. Is that amylase? Is that one? Yeah. There's another word, man. I forgot. But it might be that one. That enzyme is always ready to attack. So if you are having enough sugar in your body, that sugar, remember, we also have got the blood streams in your mouth, right? That sugar, it will be always there, and saliva must be always be there. ready for that sugar, though it's in the blood. So if your sugar levels are very down, you might always have a dry mouth, and that will cause you to drink water every time. And if you are diabetic, you always have to drink water because of that, because of the dry mouth.
What causes piles?
Piles, yes. What causes piles? Another thing is constipation. It might start as constipation, it will go as piles. Why am I saying that? Because you'll be forcing for the feces to come out. You'll be forcing for the feces to come out, and it too, or passing dry stool. If you are eating without drinking water, and you are passing, please note your intestinal, the intestinal wall is very, very sensitive. And if anything it just comes, it might cause problem, and it might cause wounds. And you have wound to today, tomorrow you're passing that dry stool again, it goes scratching again on that wound, and that wound will become bigger and bigger and bigger, and it will cause piles. So how can you deal with it? Propolis aloe vera in the because it's now antibiotic to go and protect, yet it's becoming healed. And many people they run to give chitosan, but chitosan it will give you pains. At first, you'll struggle with pain because chitosan is very, very. So start with the ground and go up with it. Did you get it? Clear. Agree. Okay. Hello. In this time team. Okay, let's run on a female package and then we'll come back to the others. Ne? Okay, so female package, ladies in the house.
Yes.
Ladies, are you there in the house? Hello. Okay. Now so now status 9. Are we together? Female package. What are problems that ladies are facing? And please note, stop your problem, because if men are now talking for you, there'll be a problem. All together. Ladies, what are problems that are talking that are facing? Yeah? Sorry? Is menopause a problem? So what is the menopause? So what is the problem on menopause? No. Did you get my question? Menopause is not a problem, but early menopause, it is a problem. And late menopause, it is a problem. But menopause only is not a problem. Menopause is not early. Yes. You might find out would a 60-year woman to be a problem. Altogether. Okay. Yes, what is the other problem? Ladies. Itchiness. Yes. What is it exactly? Other one again. Sorry? Discharge. Is discharge a problem? Right. Cash, yes. What's the other one? Five. Infertility. Are we together? Infertility. Yes. No problem. And on the previous training, there's somebody who said, and I'm going to share with you. Hello. You want again? On my previous training, there was another one. But I tried to have this problem in Belcom by the time I went there for the training. And then when I come here, I had the same problem again of watering. during sex as a lady. They said abanye abafazi baphuma amanzi. They come out water like, yeah. Okay. That's a problem again. Yes, you need to lubricate, but not excessive one. Are we together? So excessive one, it will be a problem. Are we together? Okay. No questions right now. I'm not taking any questions. Okay. Okay.
Not producing during the season.
Okay. Do ladies ejaculate? Do the ladies ejaculate? I know, yeah. I know, but I am asking the term ejaculation used for men. It's used for men. What's the way? Okay, or coming. I don't know. Okay, that's it. So this is a lady, 27, but these ages are now wrong. The age, can you agree that the age is now wrong? Because 7 years is now this one. This is now a 7-year-old lady. Right now it's a year 7. And this is now a 10-year-old lady. Are we together? Yeah. So it changes. Those still in the statistics, we are saying a 7-year is like this, then 8 years, that's why they start to do this. But right now we've got 8 years that are mensurating. Are we together? Okay. And ladies and men, a boy and a girl, they grow differently. Ladies, their body grows faster than men, but the mind, men grows faster than. When we are now talking of the future things or of life, men they'll be having strong mind. Ladies, they'll only have got mind for that time. Are we together? It happens then. Yeah. So some of the time, you might say, "What, you've got a boy and a girl, they are twins, and this one, or a young sister and a brother. Brother is older, like brother is 10, young sister is 7. I say, what is with you, man? A boy won't even understand what's happening. Are you together? They won't understand what's really happening to her because she's like all over. Are we together? Yeah, that's how we are different. Then let's talk now of the menstrual cycle. On menstrual cycle, I'm going to on this the objective. I'm going to talk to you what causes period pain, early menopause, and what causes miscarriages. I'm going to explain to you on this diagram. So listen, very attention. Are we together? And let's take how many days for menstruation? Not during the menstrual. I mean, what's your month? It's every how many days? Yeah. Some day 21. Ah, okay. But 28, that's the normal one, right? Okay. And do you know in Venek, why do they call it, why do they relate this one with the moon? Moon also took how many days? 28 and a quarter day to rotate the whole earth altogether. So that's why it's related to the moon, something like that. So what happened is this. We have got hormones here. That is estrogen and progesterone altogether. These hormones are estrogen is being made by the kidneys. Progesterone stays here altogether. So hormones are the one that tells your uterus, say, uterus, be ready. You are going to receive a child for 9 months. And your uterus must be what? Must be ready. Or uterus, relax. We're not getting any child anytime soon. Altogether. So they're the ones that controls. So tell me now, you are taking 28 days and your uterus is being told on the day 18. Say you uterus be ready, you are now ready to what? To collect the baby. And the ovaries that are producing eggs are not yet ready. What will happen? It will speed up the what? The reaction, and the uterus will be forced to release the eggs, and the eggs ready, but the womb is what? So what will happen? That we aid all this side. Why? Because it's being food by the first. Are we together? So it will be coming, whether you like it or not. You have to be ready by that time. The process must be done. Are we together? So it will be forcing, like forcing, and you have what? Pain periods, especially this side. Are we together? So that's why that will be hormones are not balanced. Or some of the time your ovaries they are ready, but your womb is not yet ready to receive. So your womb is gonna be forced what? To be ready for that time and receive what? The egg and pass. And that's why you see when some of them you do you will bleed, but bleed very few blood. Why? All of the blood is remaining here. Why? Because the womb was not yet ready. So most of the blood is remaining where? In the uterus. And then after 7 days, then I have what? Smelly discharges. Are we together? Okay. Then what happens when you are miscarrying? When you are miscarrying, who is eating? There's nobody who is eating your children when they are still in the stomach, in the uterus. Are we together? Are you getting it? It's your womb and your hormones that are not balanced. Look what happened. The womb is ready, but the egg is not yet ready. And the sperm comes. The sperm is going to shoot blank. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? Then the egg is ready, but the womb is not yet ready. And the sperm comes. The sperm is going to come and what? And fertilize the egg. The egg will come here. Once it's ready, its fallopian tubes and everything is ready. So it's going to come here and stay in the womb. The womb is going to be forced to get the baby. But the womb is not what? Ready. So what will happen? The womb is only going to be able to keep your baby for only 2 months, of only 1 month, of only 3 months. And said, no, I wasn't ready for this. So let me release you. Please go and you do miscarriage. Are we together? It's not balanced and it's not ready. So it's not our lawyer. Are we together? Ababulawa mtu then we've got right to call some you again we will sometimes you are so moody like moody. Good morning, mommy, I want to eat. Go. I want to get crave sweet things, junk food, crave, just crave. I want to eat. I getting it? Am I? This happening? I'm not wrong, eh? Thank you. Then I've already called. That's a lady stop menstruating due to age. We normally say up to the age of 50 stop menstruating. But right now, about my menopause is 80s. That's how you go at early menopause. And look now for the dwarfs of menopause. Itchy. You always feel itchy. That other itchy, that is not caused by the virus. And itchy. That's the other one. All together. Itchy. Or forgetful. That would be a problem. It's not what a challenge. We don't need in the room. Boys. Oh, altogether. You are now a cycle altogether. Yeah. All the things it happened. Yeah? This other is for your cell phones. Do you have a pocket there? Is it designed to keep a cell phone? Bra. If listen. Kan even less. Yeah, it has so for them. Yes. So we need to take care of our breast by stop taking caffeine coffees. Are you together? Check it here and see. If you ask yourself why in America or in those first world or on those first world countries, why do they have high cancers, especially breast cancers? Their lifestyle. Are we together? This guy started to have cell phones long back before we even thought of them. Are we together? These guys were drinking coffees, Coca-Colas, what, long back before we even become so much familiar. Whilst we, as remember, we used to drink Coca-Cola only on Christmas. Am I lying?
Yeah.
Normally eat chicken, rice and chicken only on Christmas. Are we together? But every day. Coffee. What was coffee? We normally knew in Itanganda, not coffee. Are we together? And when coffee is now there, hey, now we are now going crazy. Let me go out for coffee. Go out for coffee. Somebody, I was trying to convince somebody to meet for a meeting, saying, "Hi, Nikki, can we meet sometime for coffee?" He said, "Actually, coffee." They said, "Yes, tea and coffee sometime." Said, why can't we go somewhere? They said, somewhere. Where do you mean somewhere? He said, like at the waterfront, we have a meeting there, not in the coffee shop. I said, yeah, waterfront can be our next meeting. But can we meet for coffee sometime? Said, when I time the coffee. Said, I don't even like coffee. I mean, I'll be carrying my grandma coffee, and I sit in the restaurant, I ask for water, I make my grandma coffee there. Liver? And then I'll give you my grandma coffee and we can talk business. So, but those things, they are not good for what? For us, ne? And ladies are also struggling with that, with a disease called anemia. Are we together? Are we familiar with this disease? Anemia, which is the shortage of what? Of red blood cells, ne? Or you are having low blood. Are we together in your body? Are we together? So what happens is this. Actually, you are losing blood every month. Ne? Do you know what that blood is very rich? The blood that you lose on the men's round. If it was contained somewhere, I would contain it. But it's a blood that was going to make a human being. It's very rich. That's menstrual blood. Are you together? Yeah, what I say?
It's expert.
It's very rich. That blood, because that blood contains in well. That blood contains bones. That blood contains blood. That blood contains stomach it contains egg being, and it's broken. Please note, when the blood, when the egg busted in your body, it don't just bust and come out there and then. Actually, you're gonna have 7 days again of menstruating. So it gets away for 7 days. So what are you expecting? Smelling. Ne? No, I'll start a little bit fresh because it's busted already.
So it means when it comes smelling, inside the womb is smelling.
That's where the smell is coming from, because it was contained.
I think that is why when you have an abortion, you have to be cleaned. Your womb has to be dirty.
Then the abortion is another issue. Then so what do you need now to maintain your blood circulation, your red blood cells? Please try to eat food which is very high in iron. If there is any way I can allow you to eat chocolates, is when you are anemic. Please eat chocolates, drink coffees. They are also very high in what? In iron. Are we together? And eat fish, red meat. It's very good for what? In iron. Are we together? Then what do you give? This one is for fertility. This one is for the breast. This one is for the whole well-being of the lady. So if what you do, this is your womb. Ne? Look here. This is your what? Your womb, right? So if our is it will pressurize all of the dirties outside the womb into the womb, and it further goes into the womb and it clean all of the womb. So it's a thorough cleaning. That's a part. When you go to the clinic for a cleaning, at the clinic, they just clean inside. They don't force other things from the womb itself. Are we together? Mm-hmm. Then feeding to 25, it supplements us. It helps us by providing what? Estrogen. Are we together? Do you have mass dispensing tea in South Africa? Huh? What is it? Breast care tea. Breast care tea, please note, it's called mass dispensing. So men can take it as well, but it's not only for ladies. Breast care tea is for everyone. Are we together? Breast care tea is for everyone. Eh? Okay. Then spirulina, royal jelly, pine pollen, royal jelly, and royal jelly is very good for the womb. So if for the ovaries. So if you are infertile, take what? Royal jelly as well. And zinc is also good in providing you with good fertile ovaries. Are we together? And all other products, you just take them, the like calcium, multivitamin, you know, multivitamin is deep sea, you know it, ne? And yeah.
You said the last one is for?
The last one is just for the whole being, but royal jelly is very good for fertility. And add zinc again on the last one for fertility.
Mm-hmm. The second one.
It's for breast.
And this one.
It's for the womb cleaning. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. I'm not going to take any question. Okay. We've got bonds, right? Let's talk now of the bond package. On the bond package, then. Do you know your bonds? Are you aware of what your bonds? 10% of your weight is coming from the bonds. If you are having 100 kg, 10% of your weight is coming from the bonds. And please note, I've got big bonds a small bone. Bone is just a bone. When you are now big, your bones they don't also go big. Because when your bones also but when you are slimming, do you remain with the bones? No. Again, which means your bones is just like the bones. It's the flesh. So you need to shape yourself. Are we together? Are we together? You need to what? Shape. There's another picture that I saw of this big person who was having a hammer shaping himself. Ne? Shaping himself. Shaping himself. Because the bones, they are just there as bones. You are not big bond person. Your bones is just normal. Again. And are you aware, Ugot, bone is stronger than iron? Bone is stronger than iron. Are you aware of that? But when you take iron and replace bone with the iron, it will be a very big problem. A human being can now weigh thousands and thousands of kilometers of kgs altogether. So what you call osteoporosis. What is osteoporosis? Yeah, there's somebody who attended this country, so we discussed about this. What is osteoporosis?
It's the decline of the bone matrix.
Yes, ne? So here we are talking of the what? Of the bone matrix altogether. This bone matrix is the one that makes your bone to be set. And what's the osteobone? This hip bone, right? That's our osteobone altogether. So we need the bone matrix, and this normally happens in ladies. Because remember, you are menstruating, and bone matrix is the one which is producing menstrual blood altogether. So when you are losing it each and every month, you need to supplement it each and every month, right? Then we've got arthritis. Arthritis is we are losing. You'll be losing now the lubricant of the what? Of the joints altogether. So we've got osteoarthritis that happens in the big joints, and we've got the rheumatoid arthritis that happens not on the small joints altogether. So you'll be losing all of the nutrients that are here in the joints altogether. Okay. Then we have got gout. Are you aware what gout is coming from the liver? Why? Protein metabolism and fat metabolism at the liver produce urea and urea nitrogen, uric acid and urea nitrogen altogether. Blood urea nitrogen or ban altogether. So what happened? Those acids they'll go and they'll damage the liver. After damaging the liver, they'll go and damage the kidneys and back in the blood. When they're now back in the blood, they are heavy metals. So they'll form what you call crystals. So these crystals, they'll now go and stay on your toe. Why? Because you are standing along. So everything is going down altogether because it's heavy metal. So it will now go and sit on your big toe. When it sits there on your big toe, the immune system will come and try now to fight these pin-like crystals altogether. So when it's now fighting this pin-like crystal, it will now cause your toe to start swelling and it will even go like this. Why? Because there is war here, as we want to explain where on the immune system altogether. So for you to reverse gout, you need to deal with the kidney products and liver products as well altogether. Okay. So we need to avoid. What did I do to deserve this? No, you were drinking beer, you were smoking, you were eating too much feet, too much tomatoes, too much fish. Do you know what? There's another fish like tuna, which is very high in acid, and there is another tomatoes that are very high in acid. And inyama is gonna cause you to have much acid. Why? Because inyama it needs a lot of acid for it to be digested. Number one. Number two, red meat itself is full of chemicals as well. Are we together? Okay. And these processed chickens, they are very high in chemicals that will form acids, different acids. Are we together? Then you need to treasure your bones in Greenwood by what? By taking Athro power capsule. Do we have Athro power capsule in Africa?
Yes.
What is Athro power? It's joint health. Are we together? So somebody might say Athro power, joint health. No, it's too different. No, it's Athro power or joint health. Are we together? Joint health is now go and supplement all of the joint needs, everything that is needed by your joints. It will to be supplied by what? By Athro power. Then when you compound marrow, it will go and re-cement all of your what? All of your bone matrix that have been damaged. Are we together? And as well deals with the bone, with the nerves as well. Are we together? Then we've got calcium. Calcium simply goes and supplement with that with calcium. Kidney to turn fire by purifying blood so that you won't have what? Eagles. Are we together? And then cordyceps, as I said, by supplementing us with good air, with good oxygen, again as a bone immune system. Then multivitamin by vitamin D, which is very good for what? For our bones. Are we together? Okay. Yeah.
In the big toe only.
Yes. Gout, it happens on the big toe. If it is not on the big toe, it's now something else. Let's now go on nutritionists. Yes.
So you mean if you
Sorry? If you don't have problem with the liver and kidney, no God for you. God for you. If it is something, if you are feeling pain on the top, if your kidney are working properly and the liver, why? Because that is where the uric acid is coming from the kidney and the liver. If you don't have any of that, you are sorted. Are we together? Now let's talk nutrition. Do nutrition matters? Getting what do we eat to be full, or we eat to be nutritious, or we eat to get nutrients? Why do we eat? Sorry?
See, our parents always say that it's to grow big.
Okay. And by eating, do I mean quantity or quality? What are we talking about by eating? Sorry? Quality. What do quantity? In Africa. Okay, can I tell you something? Try this. At home, né? Try this. Try to follow that white lifestyle just for 1 day or for 2 days of eating of many things. Just a little bit of many things. Pop a little bit, meat a little bit, bread, this one, fruits. Just try that life. No, it doesn't, because that is where African people are dying. That lifestyle is not costly at all. So, and potatoes. But you are just eating one thing. That's why we either suffer, all people we won't suffer with kwashoka, but that's why children suffer with kwashoka. Sada with meat in the morning, rice with chicken. At night, sada with meat. In the morning, rice with chicken or bread with eggs and tea. In the afternoon, rice with chicken or spaghetti with chicken. At night, salad and meat, pap and meat all together. Do you know what you are just eating one thing? You're just eating one rice and protein, carbohydrates. Where are you gonna get vitamins? Where are you gonna get other things, calcium? When are you gonna get it? All together. So we need to balance out water. We need to drink water all together. And guess what? Really drink water, your skin will be glowing. Are you aware of that? If you drink water, your skin will be glowing. I see it on myself. If I don't drink water, I start to look like something else. And if I keep on drinking water, my skin will. How many percent does your body want? How many percent is your whole body is water in your body? 75 to 85, right? I wonder, Mina, why parents always call to children say, hi, Wena, your head is full of water. That's why you are so dumb at school. Because if I knew this before, I could say to my mom, yes, ma'am, my head is full of 75% of my brain. It's no, not 75, 85% of my brain. It's water. 15% is something else altogether. So if your brain is 75 is water. In the constitution, it says yesterday was it?